So yeah, you're out in the woods, you know, you're shooting an owl, you got all your camera on, it's snowing, and the snow hits this and it melts and it slowly sneaks up inside there. And you're gonna get some random ER number on the back that you have no idea what it means. So then you check your phone on Google, but you're so far out in the woods, you have no service. And you didn't bring your owner's manual, so you don't know what ER6 means. It probably means you got water in your flash. Hot shoe. Right down, deep down inside there, and boop, camera doesn't work anymore. Hey guys, back again for another video, and we are going to talk about the worst thing Canon has ever made and how they may have created the best thing they've ever made. So what we're talking about here, as you saw in the intro there, which actually I recorded years ago planning to do some YouTube stuff that I never did, but now I got to use it. And it's funny because this is a Canon R3, and on the top here is your hot shoe, and then there's this little plastic piece of junk here, which of course when you're playing with it, it's hard to get off. But the thing is that I actually keep 2+ of these, which is the SC3 hot shoe cover, because what happens is it falls off constantly, which is weird because you assume that Canon over time during the testing would have found that you barely touch this thing like that and it falls off. So when I first got my first R3, I lost it in the first session trackside at the event I got there. So it lasted less than an hour on the camera. And you don't think about it, you just push it on there and you're like, okay, that's good. And as you saw in the intro, that's a problem because on these cameras, when it's on, it does have your standard hot shoe connections, but it also has the multi-function like socket in the front. So if you're using certain flashes or certain controllers, you can do everything from the touchscreen here. It goes through the flash and sends it out to other things. So it's a smart hot shoe and a standard hot shoe. So you have to keep buying these covers, or as you'll see on my other R3, I tape it on. So the problem with this is that you untape it. It's gaffer tape because you don't want to make a mess. So then you untape it. Now it's not sticky anymore. You put your flash on, you use that at a podium or whatever you need to do it. Then now you're carrying around gaffer tape because every time you take it off, if you don't tape it back on, it's going to fall off. So these ones that I'm showing you here, I think this is like the 10th one that I've purchased at like $10 each. So Canon obviously at some point figured out there was an issue here. And what's the issue? Obviously we talked about it just falls out and people clearly are upset about it. And it honestly looks like they really didn't test that, or maybe when they were doing the field testing, they didn't actually give the person the hot shoe cover, so they never knew it was going to be an issue. So what did they do? On the R1, they created the SC3. So actually, I haven't played with it yet. I did see an Instagram reel. I actually bought 2 of them, 1 for each. But what Canon has done is they do come 1 per, so it's not 2 in here. I put 2 in here, but that's not actually how it comes. But they have created a new one, locking pin, which is unbelievable because you'd think in the beginning they would have just designed this. But this has a small little pin, and that pin will go into, oh, I easily got it off that time. As you can see, it bumps your leg mildly, and then boop, it's in the grass trackside, which is a nightmare. At $10 each. It's actually a little pinhole there, and that would be used for other items that have like a locking system. That's actually what it would use. So let's install it for the first time and see if we can get it to pop off immediately. What we have here now is actually a cover that's covering everything, and yeah, again, it's like $10 each. I purchased it off Amazon in this case because Canon said it wasn't released yet. It was on back order. B&H said limited release. I went on Amazon and it was shipped from a camera store in New Jersey or something like that, so I assume they're just first batches are out there. But this is and might be the best Canon product ever made. So if you're using the R1, it comes with one, so you probably don't need to buy extras because it's actually going to stay in here, which is a benefit. You have R3, R5, and the other ones. I believe all the hot shoes and their designs are the same. I know for a fact, obviously, it fits the R3. I did see another video. They said it fits an R5. I don't have those cameras, so I can't test that, and I can't say 100% it's fitment, but it's now locked in there, which is great. And if you push the button, push it back a little bit, then it comes straight off. One complaint I did see in a couple reels is people were saying that it's junk because obviously this one goes off and on quickly. So if you're someone that is using a flash and then putting it off and on, it could be a pain. Obviously that comes off too easy. with that one, and that's why they made this. But the complaint was, oh, once you put it on there, it's stuck and it's a pain in the butt. So the secret here is that I literally just figured out, barely messing with it, is push it, that unlocks it, it goes back slightly, and then you just push it the rest of the way off. So I would say if you have one of these cameras, you need to purchase 2 of these. Again, the ER SC3. When I purchased it, it said there were 10 left on Amazon, and unfortunately it's not Prime yet. I did have to pay for the shipping, but they shipped it UPS next day air for like $14, which is pretty inexpensive because I wanted to get them to make this video as well as immediately start using them. So I would suggest, if you have these cameras, like I said, grab one. It locks down, and in theory, I'm going to test. I don't think I need to tape it anymore, and I will actually have hot shoe protection. Because obviously, when we're using the long lenses, sometimes we'll flip them upside down. It'll sit there. It'll be sitting down on the ground. Obviously, you don't want dirt and junk up inside here because then we're sending it off to Canon and CPS to get it repaired. But I'm still going to keep, obviously these as extras just in case something happens. But so far, so good. And maybe we can retire the gaffer tape old version hot shoe cover finally. But thanks, Canon, for designing something that's actually useful. Sorry, Canon designed something that's completely worthless previously. I mean, maybe it was done so they can make a bunch of money selling, crappy hot shoe covers, which, they got me for over $100 over the span of 2 years. So maybe it worked. Everyone's doing that. But sure seems good to me. And so definitely jump on and grab one of these and be good to go. See you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you also have purchased these and have any experience with them, or if you want to confirm which ones they actually do fit in. That would be awesome. Or you can tell me that you also think these things they stink too. Whatever your opinion is, I'm open to it, and we'll see you next time.